An eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk with me, John Santos, and we have a special guest. This person is a celebrity. The big man. And you will find out why. An international entrepreneur. And we will find out why. That's true. He's an international entrepreneur, an artist, an author, larger than life. That's a clue. And you will find out why I said that. Larger than life. Let's all welcome our special guest for today's episode, Andy Murphy. Whoop, whoop.
What an intro. Wow. Thank you, Jan. You're amazing.
How are you, bro?
I'm good. Just relaxing. I've been a bit nervous today because I know I'm with the main man, Jan, on the podcast now. I'm cool. Kind of juggling quite a lot of plates at the moment with different things. So it's a challenge. It's good.
Nice. Bro, we have this question here in the show. And, personally, I know your story, but I want our viewers and our listeners to really, have this perspective in your life, all right? And I know you're excited to share this. Who or what influenced you to be in this position of authority you are right now? Because you are a successful person, you share, you give values, you inspire, you motivate. So what pushed you? Who or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness? The floor is yours, bro.
Failure. Absolute failure to the highest form of any failure. Get knocked down 8 times, get up 7,004,852 times. Yeah, I've never stopped. And I've learned a lesson from every single person that's caused me to fail, or I have to take full accountability for myself because I chose that circle. I chose the people to bring into my circle. So anything went wrong in that instant was my fault because I chose everything. In life, whether you do good or bad, that's our choice. We're all born the same, dogs are bad because they're treated badly. Dogs are loving we're very much the same as humans. If you're treated badly as a child, you're going to end up being a bad person when you get older. But sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I've been involved in some bad things in my life, but I chose not to be bad. I chose to heal and be good. So I think failure. I think, who did I take inspiration from? Wow, that's a good one.
Was there a special someone, like, it doesn't need to be in a relationship, a friend, a colleague, or even, even a person that, caused you harm. That sometimes, can catapult us to greatness, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been knocked down a few times by people that I hated afterwards. Like, I mean, hate with a really long H. Hate. Yeah, but the thing is when you realise that they were hurting as well when they did it, they weren't, you have to try and empathy. It's a tough one. You have to try and put yourself in their shoes, but for not too long. And every person I've met in life, I've tried to take a very small snippet of what I respect out of someone, because a lot of the time when someone's mask falls off, you lose the respect for them.
Oh, so deep.
I give everyone the same chance, yeah? I know what I put on the table, yeah? So you come to the table, I put a lot of food on the table. If you put a lot of food on the table, we're all going to have a really nice feast. But if I'm putting food on the table and you're just taking my food, we're finished. It's gone, done. And I give you the same chance as I give everyone else. And it's only a matter of time. What did I say to you yesterday? I won't repeat it now, but there's only 2 people that I work with now. Really 2 people. Because I've just been burned so many times, So I play the game. I play the, hello, mate, how you doing? Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, stay away from me. I'm sweet. My life's cool. Yeah. And that's just me in life and business and everything.
Right.
You know, my circle's very, very small now. You know, I'm very friendly. You know, don't get me wrong. I know some great people, but they're on their journey and I'm on my journey. And when you get older, you realize everyone's just running their own race. Yeah. When you're growing up, you're like, why isn't that person talking to me? Why is that person not giving me time? As you get older, you realize they're just running their own race and you have to run your race. And the good friends and the people that are supposed to be in your life, what's that saying? The ones that mind don't matter and the ones that matter don't mind.
Oh.
Don't matter. I can't remember the saying, but it's like that. Yeah. So, you know, just keep your circle very small and take inspiration from not just people, but things, life, wildlife, everything. Like, we're so lucky every day to be here. Like the birds singing, a caterpillar on the road. Like, some people can't see that caterpillar. Some people can't hear those birds. You know, we're very, very lucky every day. And I used to be homeless when I was younger for 2 years. That was a big inspiration for me to never go back to where I was. You know, every move I make in life ensures that I and my family will never have to go through that again.
Powerful, man. Now here's the part where it really excites me, and I know our viewers and our listeners are, you know, excited for this part. You mentioned that, you know, you were homeless and it's struggle, you know, challenges to live day by day, and that's really something. Now people see that you're successful. There's a missing link. Now I'm excited to know what mindset that you develop, right? What mindset that you develop to push forward. Bro, please share.
It is pure calluses. You have to make your brain like calluses, yeah? Hard, consistent, never give up. People look at me when they see me trip and they think he's finished, but I trip in the right direction. Yeah. I use every single failure as my power pellets. Yeah. It's my Gatorade. It's my Red Bull. Yeah. I'm failing. Yeah. But I'm failing forwards. And I know you hear people say it on speakers and stuff like that, and they're funded. They've got money. Yeah. I come from nothing, zero, no paydays, no trust funds, no nothing, just hard work with these hands. I've built everything. Yeah. And what I've also done is I've pissed a lot of people off where I come from, because we all come from the same place. And when they look at me, they wonder why they're not in that place. And that's fine. They're in their place. I'm in my place. But when I look at someone successful, I don't get angry or jealous or hate them. I think I want to ask them what book they're reading. Yeah. I want to know how they got there, because I'm only 2 steps behind you. Yeah. I'm Andy. I come in under the radar. I lose it and I'm back 1 year later. Bang. All guns. Yeah.
Bro,
because
with this dynamic thinking mixed with discipline, it really is a game changer. But in reality, you know, like you mentioned a while ago, you know your community and they all look down on you, or they're waiting for you to fail. Having this mindset, isn't it something that, you know, it steers the water? They don't like you being different. And with that, you might lose a lot of friends. Were you scared on that point that you were alone, bro? And I want you to be honest, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll tell you the full story, mate. I was always alone, but never lonely. There's a difference. Yeah. So I never know if that girl was with me because of the money. I didn't know if my friend was there because I bought him dinner. I didn't know if my friends were in the car because I had a fucking M3 or a Bentley or whatever the car I had at the time. And an empty pocket and a hungry belly will teach you more about the people around you than anything else in the world. Yeah, I'm dropping bombs here, bro. Yeah. So what you need to do is you know those people are talking about you. Yeah, you know they're chatting rubbish. You know your circle. You hear little things and you know they're in the pub talking about you, and it is your duty to have enough self-respect and discipline to cut them off. Finished. Because every time you go to that party and every time you go to the pub and you know that you are slowly sabotaging your life because you haven't got enough self-respect to be a man. Yeah? And no one, I don't care whether they talk about me behind my back, they're behind my back for a reason.
Ooh, I was about to say that.
I'm there before you, bro. I'm there before. You know, we've all been through it. We've all got the same story. We're all on the same boat in the same sea, just doing our own little journey, yeah? But the thing is just be careful who's in your boat rowing, yeah? You know what I mean? You've got to know your circle. And if you can't trust people in your circle, then they're not supposed to be in there. Do you know who I trust more than anyone? Me. Me, because I never let myself down. I might do sometimes with the way I approach things, but I'll call a spade a spade. If I've got a shovel, that's a shovel. Yeah, I'm not going to say I love you and this. I don't like you. I'm not being rude. Yeah, but you're probably a lovely person in your circle, and I know I'm a lovely person, and I add value to people's lives. I've damn near fucking fed people. I've put clothes on their back. I've given them businesses. I've let them live in my house, and they've shit on me. And I say to every single one of them, you're going to miss my friendship more than I'm going to miss yours. Bye. And they will never get in my circle again, ever, ever. It's facts. Ask my missus, ask anyone. She's seen me cut my friends off after 20 years of knowing them through jealousy.
Was it hard, man? Was it hard?
No, not at all, man. I was homeless, man. I don't even like some of my family. If I don't like my family, not talking to someone that I've just met in the world of millions of people is not going to change my life. It's going to change their life because they're going to watch me do well. Yeah, because my brain is conditioned to not give up. They give up every day. Yeah, I'm not giving up. Yeah, they must be fed up of giving up. Like the people that I was around when I was younger. Have you seen the YouTube clip with Snoop Dogg closing the gap? Have you watched it?
Not yet.
Okay, so he says, like, you got to watch it, bro. So he says, Snoop Dogg says, this is where you are and this is where they are, yeah? And if you want to see them, you have to close the gap, and that means you coming down, yeah? And that's not going to happen. So they've got to catch you up. And if they're not going to catch you up, you've got to leave them down there and keep going. Yeah, and that's just life. You know, like you grow up with people and they're like your buddies and your best mates, and most of them are dogs. Yeah, they're snakes. You look back and you think, really? Yeah, and my dad always said to me, he said, you're built of different stuff, mate. There's something in you that is different. And I was always the different kid. I was always, but when I was younger, I wasn't interested in women and stuff like that, I just wanted to have fun, and I still have lots of fun. In every day in my life, you've seen the videos, bro. I go out, I drive on the beach, I do fun stuff. I'm not interested in being too serious anymore. And that's the key factor. When people become old, they die in here. Yeah, I'm still going to be fucking around in fun fairs when I'm 65. Yeah, if I die at 65, you can bet your bottom dollar those 65 years have been 65 years of fun. Yeah, exactly. There's been some bad bits, but I've had fun, I'm not a boring guy. Come on, ask me some more questions. I'm pumped.
Life worth living, man. My favorite part there that shows your authenticity was that in the video that you sent me, you and your missus were like in a fair throwing axe on balloons.
Yeah, we went axe throwing. And do you know, every single one of those balloons, I was looking at the people's faces that cost me millions of pounds. Yeah.
And you hit one. And you hit a balloon.
Boom. I never lose, I learn. Everything I've lost was a lesson I needed to learn.
Exactly.
And the universe will keep teaching you the same fucking lesson until you learn it. Yeah.
I love that.
Relationships, in business, in everything, know your worth. I would rather sit on my own in a room than be with snakes. There's a great saying, I'd rather eat crumbs with bums than steaks with snakes. Yeah, it's a great saying. I'm dropping bombs.
Love it, man. Love it. There's gonna be a lot of nuggets that's gonna be released. Bro, you mentioned that you learn a lot, right? In business and in life. And let's stick to the business perspective first. Because I know you will be helping a lot of our viewers and our listeners. Basic tips. Let's not dig into there's a proper time for that. I just want, yeah, sure.
Before you ask, I'm a street hustler, yeah? I'm a hustler, yeah? I hustle, I make mini micro wins, yeah? I'm not university educated. I didn't go to business school. I am a street hustler. And all my businesses were from meeting people on the street and doing stuff like tattoo shops, ice cream vans, building companies, all the people that I grew with, yeah? I still talk to, but I grew past them. Yeah. So I would have loved to have gone to university and done business school and had a private education. Who knows? I could be the next Elon Musk if I'd done that, but I'm not. I'm just me. And, everyone's trying to be everyone else. There's only room in the world for one person. Do you know what I mean? I'm me, and I'm too big. I'm 6'7". I'm too big to not make an impression on this world. I'm massive, bro, So go on.
And that's the perfect, that's the perfect combination. That's why you're here in this podcast. You don't need to be in the A level, finishing this course, getting bachelors of this. Those are good. Yeah, but each one has a different and unique power and capability. And then the reason why I'm so fascinated with you is that I know your story, I can see your heart, and I can feel and see your vision. And that's a powerful combination. Now, having said that, bro, basic business tips from your experience, from down to up, down, middle, up, alone with a group, alone again, and now with a powerful team. I'm excited to learn about the tips that you can share about business, mindset to get success in life in business perspective. The floor is yours, brother.
Okay, so when you start a business, everyone thinks they see these entrepreneurs online, and they're not entrepreneurs, they're fucking liars. Yeah, because they've got
it's a trend now. Like back in the days, you can't just say that you're an entrepreneur. I think the word does not exist yet. It wasn't called entrepreneur. It's like a businessman. You remember that? Those were the days that there are certain people that can only use that title, businessman. And for some reason, it's boring. You don't want to be businessman because it's like corporate thing. But now, and again, man, I am not against those people. It's just because of the context. You would see people say that they're entrepreneur and they are this and they're that, and that's social media, and it's fine. But there's a deeper meaning in that word. And I'm excited to find out from you, brother.
Yeah, so to be a businessman, you have to be a gentleman as well, a gentleman, yeah? Because if you're harsh and you're raw and you're Grant Cardone and this, who fucking wants to be around you? Who the fuck wants to listen to that shit every day? If he spoke like that in my ear, I'd punch him in the side of the head. I'd say, get away from me, man. I like calmness around me. Yeah. I like to go into, I used to be crazy, and I've learned from that. I've dealt with my demons. Yeah. But in business, you just want to double up, triple up, double down, do your work hard, let your life show, what you're doing. Don't talk about it. You see me, I went bankrupt, lost over £1 million, lost all my businesses, and everyone was like, oh, he's failed. 2 weeks later, I was sitting next to a pool in Bali, chilling out for 8 months. You go and live in Bali for 8 months and see if you can afford it. Not you, but anyone else. I guarantee most of you can't sit at a pool in Bali for 8 months. Yeah, because you're paying back your credit cards and your loans on your car and all the other bullshit that you're talking about. I didn't. I went and sat by a pool. I licked my wounds for a little while. I met the most fantastic woman in the world. I moved to Australia. I started 6 online businesses. And, I'm doing all right. And the thing is with business is Even when you lose, you learn. Yeah? You don't, like, failure in business, like, I can't tell anyone, I can give you tips, yeah? Go on Amazon, find the best-selling item for under $20, yeah? Vapes, whatever it is. Go on AliExpress, buy 1,000 units and sell them for $15. It's not fucking rocket science, yeah? Then you double up, yeah? Then you triple up, and you've got yourself a lifestyle choice. You haven't got a business. Your business will only be a business if you can leave your business for 30 days and turn your phone off. If you haven't got the right people around you helping push your fucking trolley, yeah, you're done. Yeah, you've got a lifestyle choice. And you can say, oh, I've got a 6-figure company, I've got 7 bullshit. You sit on Clubhouse for 10 hours a day, you're chatting shit. Yeah, you're making numbers out of magic air. You might be doing really well, and I hope you all are. I really do. I want everyone to eat loads of food in the world. There's enough of it to go around. That's what I don't understand about jealousy and hate and people trying to screw you over. There's enough food to go on the table around the world. No one needs to be a wanker, you know? So why be one? The only people I've fallen out with are the people that have done bad things to me. Yeah? Do you know what it is? I've helped people so much. I've overextended so much in my life. I look back and think, if I hadn't, but yet again, I learned from it. But if I hadn't have wasted, although I learned, the time on building my tattoo studios, when my dad was dying, I could have spent more time with him. I regret that. I learned from it. And now I understand the value of time. Time is the most important currency you can get. There's nothing going to buy that shit. No one's buying my time, not anymore. Yeah, no one's buying it. You can offer me whatever they want. If you've got a bad energy, I'm not interested. Well, you know, I've turned down 4 clients so far. I'm not working with that. I'm not. You know, it's money doesn't interest. Money's a vessel. Money's just a vessel to get you where you need to go. Doesn't make you happy. I know millionaires that have killed themselves. So you got a million quid, multi-millionaires, but you hung yourself or you committed suicide. I nearly blew my own head off. I put a gun in my mouth. I nearly shot my own head off because of pressure, stress, ego. Ego's the biggest one. Ego's a motherfucker. Yeah. Ego will dare kill you if you listen to it. Yeah. And that's what I realized when I went to Bali. None of that shit matters. Yeah. There's kids running around, you know, in the Philippines, there's kids running around in flip-flops with a ring and a stick playing. No iPads, no Nike.
I was that kid, man.
There you go, you know. But how happy are they, bro, in your country? How nice is the culture? Yeah. How beautiful are families? How kind are they in the Philippines? You grow up in London, bruv, walking down the road with your iPad, getting robbed, getting stabbed, getting acid attacks, police shooting you, you know, like, what the fuck? Who wants to grow up there and be around them people? And everyone's like, you know, like, why did you move countries? I lived in Spain for 13 years, on and off, yeah? Then Croatia for a year, then Bali for a year, then Oz for 2 years. I don't like my country and I don't like the people in it, a lot of them. You know, I've had some bad experiences in my time. So I just choose to do my thing. And business, you got to have a whole big set of balls, man, to do business. You got to have a thick skin, yeah? Because, listen, someone says, if you hear someone talking about you, you can put on your face, put your poker face on all you want, but it still hurts. If you've got a heart, like me, I've got a heart. Everyone says, Andy, your heart's massive. Someone says something bad about me, it will affect me for about 30 seconds, yeah? And then I laugh because I think, you just want to be where I am, or you just want to do as well as everyone else, but you're not willing to put the fucking work in. Mm-hmm. You're still sitting down the pub chatting shit with your mates, yeah? You're not willing to put the hard work in. You're not willing to step away from those parties. You're not willing to cut that person off. Boundaries, have boundaries, yeah? In life, business, relationships, strong boundaries and stick to them. And people call me whatever they want to call me because I call them out. Yeah. if you're talking rubbish about me, I'm going to tell you you're talking rubbish and we're finished. Yeah, in business, you know, my partner stitched me up. I lost over £1 million, mate. 7 tattoo studios all around the world because I pulled away from a deal. I said I didn't want to work with them anymore. Yeah, and they caused me to lose that, but it was my choice because I brought them into my circle. I've learned a lot, bro, in my time. So come and answer me another question.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful. I mean, my takeaway on that first part was like the part when you talk about failure, right? For me, failure is not failure because by the end of the day, it catapults you in a position that you can improve. Once
let me just counter that. It is people, they try and glorify it is failure. Okay. You have failed at what you started to do, but what comes from that is so much more beautiful. Yeah. If you're in a race and you come second, yeah, you lose. The first person wins, but you learn a lot from it and you work through it and then you win the race.
Right, yeah? Right. Only if you learn from failure, right? Always. If you don't learn, well, there's a lot, you know, it's reality. Yeah. Not everyone who encounters failure learn from it. That's the reason why people repeat the mistake. They fall in the same pit, right?
It's not a mistake then, it's a habit.
Exactly, but they don't know that, right? They don't know that. You can only figure that out if you understood why you fell in that pit in the first place. You figured it out, like, ooh, that hurt. What went wrong? Ooh, that's painful. How can I sort this thing? Right? But if you don't have that perspective, that's what you've been saying, you know, it's a habit. And that's worse, man. That's going to kill you and the people around you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Bro, here in this part, I want you to give 3 main points. I know I didn't give you this a while ago, but you're so full of value. And I want the people, you know, our viewers, our listeners to really get something that they could change their lives, right? 3 valuable points.
Pressure.
3 valuable points that you can share.
Okay. So it's my favorite one. Be very aware who's not clapping when you win. I'll leave that there. That's probably one of my favorite sayings. Okay. I've got, where's that other one? Hang on, I read it down the other day. Let me find it.
So that's the third one. That's the third one, eh? We have 2 and first.
So how many have I done? 1 or 2?
1, bro. We use that as 1. So you have 2 more.
So I've got to give another tip, okay?
Right.
Work fucking hard. Work hard. Yeah, like things don't come easy. Like that's the thing with let me just sort this chair out. Hang on. It's cold. It's just got autumn in. It's just got to autumn in Australia, so it's a little bit cold in here. So I have all my blankets around me. I'm a bit softy, really. So if you think you're going to get anything in life easy, and if you do get it easy, it's not worth having. Yeah. So double down, strap your big boy pants on, and get fucking stuck in, because life's a trip, man. Sometimes you got it, and sometimes you haven't, and that's just life.
Last one. We have 2 down, 1 to go. The ultimate one, bro.
All right. So I'm going to read this.
And everyone, guys, those who are going to be watching this video version, he just got a list. So there's a cheat sheet here.
This is just something that I wrote down. So
right.
DMX was I grew up listening to DMX as a rapper, and him and Tupac spit a lot. You know, when you said about inspiration, so I took a lot of value from what Tupac wrote in his music.
God rest his soul, man, DMX.
Yeah, man. But, you know, Unconditional Love, you know, all the other, you know, the top tunes. Listen to Unconditional Love. You'll hear a lot of my life in there, yeah? Trust me. So DMX said, always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. Yeah. Yeah,
Game
think
over.
about it.
Game
I'm going to say
over.
it again. I'm going to say it.
One more, bro. One more time.
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. So, like DMX said, a snake, trust a snake to bite you. They're going to bite you, so trust them to be a snake. Yeah? Be very aware of your surroundings, because the only person you can blame at the end of it is yourself, because you've made the choice to put them in there. If you choose to be a drug dealer, it's your choice. If you choose to be a drug taker, it's your choice. If you choose to beat women up, it's your choice. There's a choice with everything in life. Yeah? So if you choose, if you make the wrong choices in life, don't sit there and go, just be a man and get on with it. I've made some bad choices. I've made some bad fucking choices. You know.
Wow.
Every time, I've got up and I've dusted myself down and I've got on with it. Life. No one's knocking me down, bro.
Guys, power bomb after power bomb. From an awesome human being, knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb, inspiration, tips, mindset. Wow, great story. Thank you so much for sharing, my buddy here. Andy, thank you so much. Now,
I want to say to the listeners and the viewers and anyone that's on and tunes into your podcast, it doesn't matter what you hear about me. I'm one of the realest people you will ever fucking meet. And some people don't like me and some people love me. Every day I get paid, yeah? It doesn't matter whether you like me or you love me, I'm still supporting my family and I'm not making any excuses about it, all right? That's it.
Boom. For everyone that doesn't like Andy, send me a DM. We'll talk. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. But we are not done. We heard the story of this great person. We heard the tips. Now, Andy, we are going to play a game. All right. So this is a traditional part here in the show that all our guests plays this game. It's called the Creative Fast Talk. We will be asking you questions, random questions, brother, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the perfect answer would be. The first word that comes into your mind, shoot.
Word association, yeah?
Yeah. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, hit it. How many questions?
Secret.
Right, go.
First question.
Go.
First question. Driver or passenger?
Driver.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Mountains or the beaches?
What's that?
Mountains or the beaches?
Beaches all day long.
Pasta or burgers?
Pasta.
What was the weirdest food you ever tried? Got you there, huh?
Probably frog's eggs or snails. Yeah, snails. They're weird. Who fucking eats snails? Weirdos. Yeah, in France. It was in France. Obviously, I didn't just find one on the road.
and snail. Can you describe like what was the cuisine look like?
They cook them in garlic butter in France. Yeah, they come up.
Right.
And all that. Yeah, and you sit there and you get a cocktail stick and you pull them out. And it's just like having a fucking condom in your mouth that tastes of fucking garlic and butter. It's horrible. Yeah.
Love the references. I love the references.
Not I've had a condom in my mouth. Whoops.
Next. Movies or books?
Movies.
All right. Since you answered that question, there is a series of questions under that. Name your top 3 movies of all time.
Shawshank Redemption. There's so many, bro.
2 more.
Oh, you've got me, bro.
Welcome to the Creative Talk.
Give me a second, because I can't fuck this up.
All right. We'll go back to that. Two more. All right. Next.
All right. Yeah.
What was something in your bag when you were a kid? What was something always in your bag when you were a kid?
My balls.
Love that. I love that. Okay. I'm gonna accept that. Nice. All right. Okay. That's a weird one, brother. Okay, but I love that, man. If you're an animal, what animal would you be and why?
I'd be a silverback.
Okay, why?
Well, because they just smash everything up and do what they want. it's my motto in life: just do what you want, man. Just run around, do what you want.
Right. Okay, so
Do you know the thing is, I've got to say, everyone puts up memes about being a tiger, like a lion. Yeah, they're all like lions and like I'm this lion in a fucking what a load of rubbish. Yeah, lions sit on their asses all day, and the birds go out and get the food and do everything. Yeah, it's the female lions that you should watch.
Actually, the female are the hunters, right?
The male lions have to have a little bit of a row now and again, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't do shit. Yeah, they just run around and shag all the other lions. This is the best podcast you'll ever do, mate, I tell you.
Crazy, man, crazy. All right, so this last question is a traditional question in this show. It can be serious depending how you take this, but I want you to be totally honest, all right? If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
My dad, straight away.
Please explain why, bro.
Because we lost a man too early. He died. My dad gave his life to his job. He was the Queen's bodyguard. He was in the Royal Protection Group. He used to look after the royal family. He used to look after the royal paintings, the royal jewels. He used to organise the routes as they left, like Buckingham Palace. So, like, he would organise dummy routes so the cars would leave, and then another car would leave, and another
protocols, car. Right? Yeah, safety protocols.
Yeah. So he would do all that. He fell down the sewers in London looking for bombs. He got Wells disease. He was one of the most advanced drivers ever. Yeah, he used to train with the SBS guys, the SAS guys. He would go on marathon runs. He used to do bike rides for like 100 miles, get there and ride back. He was he was the biggest inspiration of my life. But because I was growing up and I was caught up in a world of self-medication and, you know, hanging around in the wrong crowds, I didn't utilize the time that I had with him. And it's something looking back, it was my journey. I had to run it. But unknowingly, I learned so much from that man by the way that he held himself through life. He was never scared of anything apart from dying, really, because he had to leave his wife behind. And he was, you know, a few things went wrong before he died. And he couldn't forgive himself for that with financial situations and whatnot, you know. And he was just very confused by the end of it. And when you see a man that's so strong and so powerful, my dad was a little pocket rocket. He was about 5'11", but you would fucking not want to get a right hook from my dad, let me tell you now. And, you know, I used to get a lot of shit from people in school because my dad was in a figure of authority, yeah, and their dads were mechanics or fucking dustmen. And there's nothing wrong with mechanics or dustmen, but I was getting bullied because my dad looked after the royal family. And looking back, I couldn't have ever been prouder of my dad. You know, he was armed. They were armed with MP5s, Glocks. You know, he was a bad motherfucker, mate. And anyone that tried to kill the Queen or tried to hurt the royal family, I'm telling you now, he would have shot you straight in the fucking head. Yeah.
Wow.
But we lost my dad to his job. He done everything right being a father because he provided, but he was running around having affairs. He broke my mum's heart. And he fell in love with another woman, and we've all done it. We all, you know, they say you only fall in love with 3 people in your life, right? Your first, your second one's the one you don't want anything to do with ever again because they're a pain in the ass. And the third one is the one that you've learned from everything else, and that's the one you settle with, your life partner. And he obviously found that as his life partner, but my mum never forgave him, you know, and she used to really talk bad about him. But one thing I learned about my dad, which carries on to this day in my life, is if someone does me dirty, you won't see me unless they've done me real dirty. Like I outed my partner online and I ruined their business in one post on Facebook. Yeah, but you will never, you get all these little dickheads yeah, like artists that work for me, and they'll hear this, yeah, and what are you doing with yourself now? You're still sitting behind keyboards. And what I learned from my dad was loose lips sink ships. Yeah.
Well, again, everyone, for those who are in the shit list of this person, please send me a DM.
Write them down. Yeah, you don't want to say that, mate. There's fucking loads of them. But the thing what I learned from my dad was just carry yourself well. Yeah, through hardship, through failure, through anything, just fucking keep going. Like legit. I'm not talking like, phone your friend, I need a $5. Like, I hit bankruptcy rock bottom, but I'm so glad that I did it after my dad died, because he watched me build an empire. He watched me build a global fucking company from nothing. Yeah.
Wow. Powerful, man. Powerful. Thank you so much.
In answer to the question, I'd bring my dad back and I'd take him down the pub and I'd give him the biggest hug and I'd buy him a pint. But we'll see each other again one day. Don't worry about that.
And I'm sure, bro, he is very proud of you and full of love. Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing. Wow. I've learned a lot, and it's just so authentic. Guys, this is full of value. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much. Bro, I know you have a lot to promote, social media accounts, online events, your book, man. Please promote. The floor is yours.
Influence Inc. Go and check it out. We're a social media marketing company. Branding, we take the pain out of posting. A key factor in my life is be who you needed when you were younger. So Influence Inc. is a big part of that for me. I've learned my lessons and we're making magic. So, and the book's called Larger Than Life. That should be out in about 6 months. That's about it, really. I don't really want to much promote anything else. Just apart from being happy. Be happy.
Yeah. There you go, guys. Please do connect with Andy Murphy. I'm sure he can guide you in your journey towards success. This is Jan Santos. Wow, what an episode. Andy, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.